So basically this lick is outlining this chord. We've got the C, and then that little E flat grace note there. It's kind of got that Floyd Kramer sound to it. And then a little triplet. Let me play that for you slowly. And 1. Variation number 2. And by the way, I think I'm covering 7 variations maybe. There are probably half a dozen more even. But the second variation starts out like the first one. And you do a triplet, but instead of, you do this figure here where you have an E flat and a G, E and a G, and quickly back to the E flat and to the C. So the total sound of it is, and the G is tied across the top. It's not marked on the music there, but basically I don't think you should repeat the G. You could. I'll leave that up to you. So the lick is, let me do that a little bit slower for you. First one, except that instead of a triplet figure, you have some 30-second notes. I recommend doing this at slower tempos because if it gets really fast, it can get muddy trying to pull this one off. But here's how it sounds. You want to hear all of those notes. So again, slower tempos. Let me try this slowly for you. One more time. Very nice. Let's go on to variation 4. This one is a simplified version where you have they basically all have this first little start off of the G eighth note, that, and that figure there. Let me play that again. And 1. You could do that at even fast tempos because there are less notes, and it's not as rhythmically tricky. Variation 5, it's kind of a combination of number 1 and number 2. Again, starting with this familiar figure. And here you're breaking up this C chord. Let me do that slowly for you. Okay, this next variation is actually a different lick, but it sounds similar to what we've been playing. The other licks have had more of that Floyd Kramer, Nashville, bent note style. This one is actually inspired from Oscar Peterson, who is one of my heroes. But it still has a similar sound, works the same way as the other variations. And it sounds like this. Let me break that down. It's that G and C. You're just outlining the chord. And then on beat 2, you have E flat and G, come up to E and G, then your triplet figure, then this figure. And this is not written in the music, but I'll tell you something that I do. I cheat with this all the time. On beat 2, I use a G flat with that E flat and then slide up, and it sounds like this. So you hear the difference between and either one of those would work. Again, that's a freebie, just something extra. Now, finally going on to variation 7, starts with a triplet, and this is another one that was inspired by a run in Oscar's Boogie, I believe it was. Triplet figure, down to your G. G flat or F sharp, then F, back to C, E flat. Nice little lick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I hope this was helpful to you, and I want to remind you, come by nakedkeyboardist.com. In addition to having this lesson on there, you'll also be able to download a free PDF of the lesson and check out other areas of the site. I'm adding new material. The site's brand new. There's just not a lot of material yet. I'm trying to add some every day or every other day. So I encourage you, sign up, subscribe for updates so you'll know whenever I update the blog. And if you've got something you'd like to learn or some ideas on some things that I could teach, shoot me an email. I'll try. Have a blessed day.